But there's also another joint plug over
What's
here.
going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I haven't posted it in a while. Sorry about that. I have done a couple of things out here in the shop, but I haven't been out here much, to be honest. My buddy Khalil actually has been out here way more than I have, powder coating parts and stuff like that. But some of the things I did get done, obviously, I still got very small little bit to do with the block. I got to put like the cam sensors and stuff like that on there. But I'm trying to get the undercarriage of this Evo done because it's got a lot of work. I did drop the fuel tank. Khalil helped me with that. So there's the fuel tank. You can see it looks real nasty on top. But right now, I am just getting rid of the brake lines and stuff. Oh, it's kind of dark in here. I don't know if you can see. But I'm starting to pull the fuel lines and brake lines. We got the rear carriage out here from where the fuel tank was. So there's that. But this is the stuff I want to get rid of.
I want you guys to pay attention to how nasty it is under here because I spent a lot of time cleaning this stuff up so that I could get it repainted. That way it didn't look terrible like this. And that way I didn't have to worry, hopefully not have to worry about rust again because I don't plan on driving the car as a daily anymore. It'll mostly be sitting in the garage unless I want to take it out on a weekend or something like that. But it was, in my opinion, very nasty under there. I'm sure there's cars that are worse, but this was just bad to me.
All of this nasty rust. So I know it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm gonna sand down and grind off as much as I can. You probably can't see that either, but nice and rusty. I'm trying to clean it up as best I can, and then I'm gonna put some Pour 15 on there. And
now I said I was going to use Pour 15. I ended up changing that actually for the underbody. I only used Pour 15 on the fuel tank, and I'll actually throw some pictures up later of what the fuel, how the fuel tank turned out, because it turned out pretty good. I did spend a lot of time on that fuel tank though. But like I said, I'll throw some pictures at the end of this video, and I'll describe as I go through there. But I don't use Pour 15 for the underbody here. I actually used an epoxy primer, and then on top of the epoxy primer, I used the Raptor bed lining, and it looks fantastic. But that'll probably be in the next video of actually what it looks like, and me DAing and getting that nasty rubberized paint that's on the bottom of the undercarriage right now off. But like I said, that'll be another video.
hopefully that'll be it for the undercarriage. I just want to try to control the corrosion as much as I can. So I got all of this stuff to take off so I can start working on that. But that's what I'll be taping today. Just me removing all this stuff here. You can see in the engine bay, I actually got the brake booster. I got that out the other day along with the throttle cable and the clutch cylinder up there. So that's what the engine bay is looking like right now. I still got to get the power steering out. I did undo the steering column from inside, so hopefully I can just drop the subframe and it'll be good, but we'll see.
So there's not really much to explain in this part, and it's just me taking those brake lines and fuel lines out. I did stab myself at one point with that awl that I'm using, but I'm going to scrub through a lot of this. I'm just taking or releasing those brake lines from the clips there on the underbody. And this is that one brake line that runs up and over the fuel tank from the driver's side rear to the passenger rear there. And then this right here is just like a little union that connects the rear lines to pretty much the engine bay. There's only two lines that run through that union. I actually ended up powder coating that piece afterwards, but I got a pipe wrench on there. Not pipe wrench, I'm sorry. A fuel line or brake line wrench. taking those off. Used the wire brush to clean it up a little bit before I pulled the next line off. And here I'm in the engine bay, removing that first fuel line there. That one comes out kind of easy. These last lines, you know, I thought they would come out easy to come out from underneath, but I ended up having to shove those up through the engine bay, as you see here. Still wasn't too hard. I mean, they're just fuel lines, brake lines.